All right, cool. Well, I think we're on. I think
Nice.
I think you're good. What are we talking about tonight? You said multiverses
And
and
first descendant.
First Descendant. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Well, I played both those games. I played the beta for both of those games. Both of them are
Mm-hmm.
like disappointing in their own way. First
Yeah.
Descendant's kind of
Right.
funny, but yeah,
Yeah.
start where you want to start.
And it's kind of like a. I think the easiest way to explain this is that imagine if they mix Dead or Alive with Warframe and Destiny, and they just mix it all together, and then you have this game over here, which is not necessarily bad, but this game lacks identity. I think it's not a bad game. It's a good game. Of course I got the platinum on it, but
So this
you
is
know
Nexon, and Nexon is a Korean company. Is that right?
I think next one is Chinese. I think. Let me see.
Yeah, look that up. Let's take a peek.
Uh, see here Tokyo. They're from Tokyo. Oh no, they're founded in South Korea.
Headquartered in Tokyo. Okay.
Yeah, but
I would say
yeah.
that, like, I remember when we were playing the beta, and I remember my first impression basically being like I couldn't really figure out what the art direction and the design was about, and the story is just not engaging enough at all to even like it's
This
totally
this is one of the this is one of the first games that I skip all the cutscenes on
yeah,
because
yeah.
I tried following it on the beta. Like I tried like for 1 or 2 hours, and then it was just like Techno Babylon type of dialogue. It's just like making shit up and making shit up, and I was like, okay, this is one of those games that just the story is just rotten, just doesn't matter at all.
And
Like,
it's so let's talk about like the gameplay. You said it's a bunch of things mashed up. It's got grappling hook, good movement, guns, classes, cosmetics, boobs, butts, jiggle physics. A lot of just like kit bashed terrains. It's like a fun mob shooter squad thing. It's not bad, but it's also like I wouldn't even call it generic. It just feels like it's mashed together. And then it has the big void boss things that are kind of like Shadow of the Colossus. So it's got a ton of stuff in there, a
it,
lot of
it,
moving
it,
parts.
it's just like the best way to describe this is like very derivative. It doesn't do absolutely nothing new.
Yeah, it doesn't do a damn thing
And
new.
yeah, but that's fine. Like it's completely fine for a game to be like this. Because it's very entertaining. Like it doesn't do anything bad besides the story. Like the story is actually dog shit, but everything else is just good. Like the gameplay is good. The weapons feel alright. Like there's nothing like egregious with the monetization of the game. Like I have to farm 5 descendants. Like yeah, I have to own 5 descendants.
I never felt like anything needed to be purchased. I think there's plenty of things that you might want to purchase if you're wanting to run around in a particular outfit or you want a gun or upgrade stuff or whatever. Like you're saying, it's
Mhm.
not totally gouging you for passage through the
And
game.
then there's the modules, the module thing they just stole from Warframe. They call the some of the missions the Void missions, which are the same type of missions that you have in Warframe. It's even called Void.
It's
Like they
interesting.
didn't do a thing to change the terminology or like modules Void.
Would you
It's
say
like
it's
they
just like you called it a kind of a like a dumber Warframe? Is it
it,
really
it's
just like a
absolutely it's absolutely the dumbest fucking third person shooter ever. Like Warframe does so much crazy shit with his mechanics, and Warframe never stands still. Like Warframe is always introducing new shit and things to mix up the gameplay, and the story of Warframe is fucking nuts. Like Warframe lore is actually nuts, and it is just that it Warframe keeps it fresh. First Descendant does not. Like it comes to a point that you're grinding this trophy over here. Let me find it. But there's one trophy over here. Let me see if by achievement. It was the last achievement I got. A date. I think it's no. Here. Sloth maketh module, which you basically have to put 10 forma or reset your character 10 times. This is like mind-numbingly shit. Like this achievement here, because the game gets stale at fucking 3 modules. You already want to blow your head up. By the time they even warn you on the guide, this trophy will be the most time-consuming to get, so get ready. Just so you have an idea, I was already ready to just stop playing this game by 2 resets, but just so you have an idea, I got all of the reset modules for free because I was playing and logging in at the New Year's Eve event. If you don't log in on the New Year's event, you're gonna have to pay and craft every single reset by hand.
That's tough.
This is insane. Like, even doing it with 2x XP from the New Year's Eve event and then and using the best spot in the game to farm, this was a chore. This was awful. And it never feels like this in Warframe. In Warframe it feels like you're actually making progress, but here it doesn't. And if you don't, you have to do all of this, which is insane to me.
I will say, like, my favorite part, just as a super casual player about this game, is the movement. The movement is what keeps me, like, I lock in and I'm able to play it for 2 to 3 hours with you or whoever. Because I do feel like there's, like, it's not just like a slapdash cash grab game. There's some care put into some of this shit. But then, yeah, this is like, that's painful, where, like, if you miss one event, you're fucked on an achievement or whatever. That sucks.
I mean, you have to farm the 5 descendants, which is totally like RNG based. Like, you have 20% chance of a piece, which is just like Warframe. But at least in Warframe, you have people joining in and leaving. There's like my core problem with this game is that during my platinum run, there were some pieces of content that I couldn't find anybody to play with. Like, I would queue in the public section, and I wouldn't find a single damn soul. Like, and it got really apparent later on that I don't know what's going on, if it's the matchmaking system for the game that is not as efficient, or if this game is dying. I couldn't tell you, because the Albion is always full. Like, Albion, there's always people dancing there. There's always people having fun there, and I think most of the reason for me to keep playing this game was actually Albion. Like, coming back to Albion, people are like doing crazy dances, and the emotes for this game are absolutely one of the best in the industry. Like, multiple people can join in an emote. Like, that shit is godlike. More games should copy that.
That's true.
They have like
yeah,
the dance emojis, and then everybody synchronizes, and then they have the bongo emojis.
Yeah, the like army of 2 type setup.
Yeah,
you
it's
like
so
put your
good.
hand out and wait for somebody to come along and stand in the context sensitive little space. It is pretty cool. I will say the only other thing that's like this game has a Western cultural impact to some degree, because it did get this is the game that got like Razor Fist and Melanie Mac in trouble, right? Because they said it's too sexy. I don't know enough about it, but I will say I only wanted to bring it up.
That people hate him.
I only wanted to bring it up because I think that they got in trouble for I don't know, but they said the game was too sexy, and I will say that like the skins in this game that they're selling, they're definitely selling sex appeal and tits and ass, man. That's like
Ultimate Freyna, like Ultimate Freyna as a skin, it's just fucking insane. Like, because Ultimate Freyna had me in shock. Like, because like I thought Shubi was the most provocative model, or Bayonetta was, up until I saw Ultimate Freyna. Like the actual trailer, we should put this on the actual video. Like, the trailer for Ultimate Freyna playing Rage, Money, and Power almost feels like a fucking message to other games. Because it's just like Freyna showing her ass, and then she just looks at the camera and it just gives you the date, and it's just that song playing on the background. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, crazy Gooner type shit. But her design is awesome. I cannot lie. Like, holy shit, people are not playing with this game.
I'm not I'm neither here nor there on it. Like, I'm pretty old. I feel like I've seen my share of insane video game costume designs that pass or don't. But this game definitely, it's like you log into the hub world and it's just people standing around in like swimsuits, but they're it's all boobs and ass cheeks. So that is
Also,
like
warning.
a key, it's like a key feature of this game that's unavoidable. Like, if you're gonna boot this shit up, you're gonna see that.
Also, a warning for people who want to do this game: do this trophy as soon as you can, because otherwise it can get fucking buggy as shit. I know people
Which
on my
trophy?
friends list will good
Oh, good
things
things
happen
happen
twice.
twice.
Yeah, this trophy seems to be completely bugged. I don't know what's going on. My friend cannot get it. Two of my friends cannot get it, and the other one just can't even try it because he one shots the boss before the parts go yellow and you can remove them. So try to take this trophy out of your way first, as soon as you can, because it might turn into a shit show later. They
I,
even have some problems, some have a part of the problems with getting this trophy. They have all of this here. But yeah, just
I would definitely say
take
play
care
it
for
while
that
the game is
trophy of
still
your part.
alive. It's definitely worth, like, it's free, isn't it? Isn't it free to play?
It's free, yeah,
Yeah,
completely free, yeah.
yeah, and it's on consoles too with like crossplay and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crossplay between everything as far as
No, I would totally recommend playing it for an afternoon and seeing if it's up your alley. Um, let's move to multiverses, man, and get your last word on First Descendant if you want. But because both these games are pretty controversial.
yeah. If you want to play, like, if you're tired of Warframe and you're tired of Destiny, come play this. Like, just play this for a while and chill out, I guess. Just skip all the fucking dialogue, man.
Yeah, skip
Like,
all the
just
story.
don't even bother. Like,
Just
don't waste your
don't waste your
fucking
time.
time.
Yeah.
All you need to know is that Bunny runs fast and she's absolutely retarded. That's all you need to know about her personality. Yeah, let's go to multiverses. I think
Multiverses,
I have it.
I'll just open by saying it's one of the biggest missed
Look at
opportunities that isn't
look
talked
at
about
this
enough.
progress. Look at this progress right here.
Oh, hold on.
1%, one trophy,
One trophy.
one
I gotta look
trophy.
and see. I
Let's
can look
play
and see.
one match made game. Because I didn't like this shit from the start, but it just got worse and worse over time.
It was so good when they first put it out. It was ridiculous. It was actually ridiculous how good it was, because it was, it was somewhere between something like, I don't know, Melee and one of the later Smash. It was fast. It was fast, and the kind of limited pool of characters gave it a, you know, the meta wasn't really solid. Excuse me. It was definitely something that was like, it had a space to fill, and it was starting to fill it, and they just fucked it up, man. Whenever they brought it back after that break, it was atrocious. It was a completely different game.
Something always felt off for me with multiverses, but I don't play party games a lot, so.
It's
I
gonna
just
become
like
a
how
larger discussion about WB, probably.
yeah, I just like how the design of the characters in this game. They felt very good.
What was controversial
Look
about
at
the
how
other
many.
game? Oh, I think that the thing that's controversial about the other game is that some like I just seen people were angry about the um what's it called? The costumes. I don't give two shits, but I know that some people got in some hot water over it.
I mean, people. To be honest, people do anything on Twitter, but to talk about games. But when it comes to the point of actually playing video games, they don't.
But multiverses is controversial because this could have been huge for WB, and they just flopped on it. And I think there's a lot of reasons why. I think that the development of the characters and balancing everything is kind of what fucked it.
This game might be actually the first game that I'm gonna hit on my profile. Like, it's gonna be the first game I'm gonna get hit with the fucking H on my profile because I'm gonna hit this shit.
Yeah.
Like good luck to the people who are boosting this game. There's a lot of sessions for people who want to plant this. So if you like this game, you want to boost. There's no shame in doing so. The game is gonna fucking die. So get your trophies if you like the game, because this shit is going down. You're gonna need 300 matchmake games though. So
So
good
the
luck.
servers are going offline for this, right?
Yes, the game is going. The game is gonna be gone in a few.
I don't have a
months.
problem
It's
with that
gonna
because
be-
I feel like the game is already gone. When they brought
Yeah.
when they brought it back and everything was slower and floatier, it just completely like it not that it totally ruined it, but it just changed it so much at its core that I couldn't wrap my head around why that decision was made.
It's a 3 out of 10 difficulty.
To get
And
the platinum?
150 hours. Yeah. 150 hours.
I probably am pretty close. Let me look on my Steam account really quick. Just because
It's gonna be shutting down on May 30th.
on May 30th.
Yes.
Wait, look. I don't even know if it had trophy support. Yeah, I have 75% just from playing it in the
Yeah.
beta. That's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
So if you have these trophies over here, like actually 300 wins, just go for it, because all of the other ones can be done offline. So it's just party animal, and the throne is yours, and the toast one, I think. I don't know for sure.
I want to talk like very briefly about WB and how they kind of killed this game behind the scenes because they wanted to stuff it with characters. At least that was something that I had
the WB
read.
page then.
Yeah, you can pull up anything you want because you have your screen up. But I just because we were talking about this the other day, but isn't the entirety of WB sort of in hot water because they've just flubbed a couple of things here and there. Like what I can't remember why this was offline, but you and I were just talking about WB.
Mortal Kombat is dying, so there's
Okay,
that.
they're Mortal Kombat as well. Oh man.
Yeah, they have Gotham Knights as well.
Oh,
They have
okay.
like that other game. What's the name of that other game?
Oh,
they released?
the Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Was
Yeah.
that them? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Let me
Well,
see here.
I know
Yeah.
that adding Black Adam to the game for that movie was apparently difficult for the dev team, but I think that there were so many WB universe characters that could have been inserted into this game once they did Shaggy. Like they unironically went meme heavy with Shaggy and it worked. You know, they leaned into the Shaggy memes, and
Yeah,
we
that
could have
was
had
pretty good.
Walter White. We could have had so many things that just would have been insane to have in a goofy fighting game like this. And it would have occupied such a perfect post Smash Brothers space, because I don't like to play Smash Brothers, but I do like party games. You know, Smash Brothers is weirdly like the sweatiest of all party games because people, took Melee too seriously. But Multiverses was nice, man. It had a nice balance of you could be sweaty, you could take it easy, you could pick a meme character. Fucking Iron Giant was in it. You know, you're never gonna get I don't know if you're ever gonna see Iron Giant in a video game ever again after this. So
I
it
don't
was
think
just
so.
it was
I
it
think
was it,
last appearance type shit.
yeah, it was just sort of special in a weird way of how it was bringing stuff together, but then it just completely fell apart. And did they ever actually release it? Did the game ever actually come out?
Yeah, it came out.
Okay.
And
Because I
then
know they were selling
didn't-
season passes and then the game went away for like a year.
Yeah, they sold it, then they took it away, and then they sold it again.
It's fucking crazy. But so you say fuck that one, don't get that platinum. If you have it, hide that one.
Dude, yeah, I'm gonna. Literally, I have 0 hiding games. You can see here. I never hide anything. There's no H in my profile, but I actually might for Multiverses. Like, I'm not gonna force myself to play that game, dude. It's just not happening. Like, I might even leave it there and just tell people it's garbage. Like, I don't give a shit. It's like me with Destiny 2. Like, my significant other gave me all the DLC for this shit. All the DLC for this goddamn piece of shit, which is like 30 DLCs at this point. For some reason, there's only one DLC back here, but that's a lie. There's like 30 of these. And I just can't. Like, I just physically can't. Like, I think the game is awesome. But it's like, this game, it acts in so much bad faith towards whoever is playing it. Like, it's almost like almost giving you non-stop backhanded compliments. Like, that's how it feels to play Destiny 2. Feels like you're constantly being like toyed with all the time. And I feel like I don't give a shit. Like, I reached level 20, I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about this trophy, I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about the story on this shit. I just think the guns and the level design is cool. But that's basically almost every game now. Like, every game has good level design and good combat these days. Like, this shit is gonna fucking die, and it's gonna take Bungie with it. Because they couldn't stop fucking making other IPs that they know it wouldn't go anywhere. Like, Destiny was actually making money, and then they just decided to just blow it out in fucking hookers or some shit.
Yeah, what
Like,
happened
here,
with
play
that?
the actual better fucking game. Play this shit over here. This is the shit. You don't need, like, look at this shit. You know what Insanity looks like? Insanity looks like this, AJ. Look at this shit. Look at your screen right now. This is Insanity. Like, look at the DLC packs. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
So every
8,
time they add a
9.
DLC, do you lose the platinum?
Yes, you
Oh,
lose
fuck.
100%.
Yeah, see, I don't even know
So-
about that.
So look at this shit. 12, 13, 14, 15. Look at this shit.
Never end. Just goes on and on.
It's insanity, dude. Like, this game, let me see, when was my first trophy? Date? 20th September of 2014. I was 15 years old. I'm 27 now. 26 right now. So, you know, been a while playing this shit. And it never stopped being interesting. Like, I took a 2-year break, and then I took that 2-year break. They just added so much shit, I was completely lost. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, Warframe wasn't like this. It has 84 trophies, man. 84. Look at how much time it took me to 100% this shit, because they keep adding new shit to it. 10 years, 2 months, 4 days. Like, bro.
10
Do I need to
years.
say more? Like, the only reason I don't have an Excalibur Prime is because I was not a PC player, boys.
It's not
I
like
was
it
literally
matters,
gonna-
but just the first thing that popped up in my head when you said that was like there were shorter wars.
Yeah.
Like it's just like mind-boggling actually. Have to keep coming back to Destiny 2.
It is just that it's fucking insane. And then look what happened here. Look what happened here. The funniest shit happened. Basically, on their last update, let me go back here to the thing here that actually has the DLC packs. They basically hit the level cap for PlayStation 4. Basically, they cannot add more DLC trophy packs because Sony will not allow them to do so. So the PS4 version is the complete platinum now. You can't platinum this shit on
Good.
PS4. It's like they're not gonna take it away from you.
Good.
However, the PS5 version of Warframe, since they can't add more trophies, they did. Which I didn't do these last 4 trophies yet.
Oh fuck.
Look at it, it's literally rendering because there's so many. But here, I have 4 more trophies in this game, and they're like just retarded. It's like squad goals, which I need 1 more level, and all of these shit here. It's just insanity. This game is just for crazy. This game is like
Who's-
Final Fantasy. 14.
who's
Like
behind
insanity.
Warframe? Who's running Warframe now? Which company?
It's Digital Extremes, which is owned by Liu, which then got bought by the big big Chinese publisher. I don't remember their name anymore. What's their name? Who owns
Tencent?
Warframe? Ah, yeah. Who owns Warframe?
I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if we're
The,
gonna.
Ch- the Chinese company Tencent owns Warframe to its acquisition of Digital Extremes in December 2020.
I'm just wondering if Warframe purchases are about to be hit with a a tax, a tariff.
We're gonna get
Is
fucking
Warframe being
tariffs.
tariffed?
And look at here, my rarest trophy ever is on Warframe, which is Cage Riven. Which is not a hard trophy at all, you just have to be retarded to do it. Because look at what it says.
Ride
Look at
1
this
million meters on a K drive.
which is a skateboard. Like
Yeah,
a Martin
yeah.
McFly skateboard. And
The hoverboard.
people just don't, people fucking hate this shit. Like, people on Warframe absolutely hate this shit in Warframe, and I did it for the meme. I was fucking losing my mind over this shit because there's absolutely not enough content for all of those. That was like, they typed it in just this, and this was just a typo. Because
Yeah,
it absolutely has no content for all that shit.
it's just like extremely difficult to scoot around on the fucking hoverboard forever.
Yeah, it's just
That's like the
tedious as
dodge
fuck.
200 lightning bolts in Final Fantasy X, where it's just like, give me a fucking break.
Absolutely. Mind-numbingly boring. Just boring. This is another piece of shit. Zenless Zone Zero.
Oh, dude, fuck that
I have a
game. That
lot to
game.
say about this shit.
That's gonna have to be a whole episode because that game baited me, and I'm not happy about it.
I'll have to platinum this eventually, and it's gonna be on the show. And I'm gonna bring Aphros with me. Because Aphros has basically like 200 hours on this game, and he hates it like a passion. And I fucking hate this game. Like, the moment I got into this game, and it was showing to be all about like street culture arcade shit, but it was just a gacha. I was like, okay, you can be a gacha, you can be arcade. There's no problem, being like this. But then it just, bro, it was just taking the fucking streetwear shit and shoving into a gacha. Like, they have like 2 buttons for each character of attack. There's not a jump button on this shit. It's insanely bad.
I would have liked it if maybe I would have liked it if I had found the right form factor to play it on. But there's just something about how it's on every platform, so it's got to fit to phones and this and that, and it's just not enjoyable. Like if that game was smaller, I would have enjoyed it. But it's mass market,
Oh
global,
no!
big ass thing.
Oh no! They added DLC packs to this shit. Oh no! There are 3 of them.
You're done. You're never gonna have that one. That one's gonna keep getting away from you.
Jesus Christ, dude!
Well,
There's
you,
people discussing this shit 5 minutes ago. That's how
got
bad it is.
you got anything you want to add on multiverses?
I think they're gonna get some goodwill out of it being playable offline because I think they're saying
I agree.
it's gonna be playable offline.
Yeah.
So at least give people like all the coins so they can unlock everything and not be mad and they can just keep doing their small tournaments through what's the name, Parsec or some shit. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we're
mean,
gonna get some goodwill out of that.
They did tournaments quick when that was in beta, and I mean I enjoyed watching them. I think it had a lot of potential, and if they were willing, like if for example if they figured out how to put Walter White in it, which is difficult if you think about it, right? How do you include a drug dealer in a game like that? But if they'd figured that out, I think the ceiling on who could have been in that game as a character and how goofy and fun that game could have been was like limitless. There's WB properties that could have been mined forever that would have made that made the roster. It would have been sick. We're at like 30 minutes, which is perfect. So while you're flipping through that, I'm gonna pull up my screen and remind everybody and anybody you can read issue 1 of our comic Neon Seed Babylon for free, and you can check out new stuff for the upcoming issues and some other stuff on Katano's Twitter at Miraz Nelson. All right, get that out of the way. Bam. All right, Harlem, you got anything else for Platinums, man?
I'll be working on Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, you want to do a big
And
fuck off show for 5. That'll be fun because I think people will
yeah,
enjoy that.
I just want to invite everybody and heck, and we can talk about this game when it's done. But it's like I think I hate this game more and more the more I play it. And it's like not totally not like to shit on V, but it's more like you could have been so much more.
I
And now it's just disappointing.
the other day I told you about how I just feel nothing about Star Wars now, and it was like a huge part of my childhood, and now I feel almost nothing about it. I feel very similarly about Metal Gear, where I feel next to nothing about it now after caring about it for a very long time. Which I don't think is bad or good, but it'll be fun to talk about V again. I'll like pick it up and play it for at least an hour or something before we talk. I don't think I have the chops anymore to get through that game with any speed. The only game I can still beat in the Metal Gear franchise with any skill is the first Solid. Like that's like Snatcher for me. Like I can do Snatcher pretty quick. I can do Metal Gear Solid pretty quick. The only thing I struggle, but it's really funny. The only thing I struggle with is Metal Gear. Like the first stage of Metal Gear before you destroy the Radome gets me every time, dude. I die there like 2 or 3 times every time.
I guess that's it for this episode.
Let's get us out of here.